crazy because Deshaun Watson, like, yes, my nigga, I'm here. I'm here. Deshaun Watson said, I'm here, nigga. What's up?
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, no.
As we'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Why he talking about set his first win?
Watson and the Miami Dolphins.
Summer drawing to a close here in the southeast. The roof
that's
is
Boateng.
closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Miami Dolphins.
Listen, it make you really play football, though, to be honest with you. It do, because you don't pick the same play back to back in pros. Yeah, but it's mad different formations of cover 3 though. They don't just pick the same fucking cover 3 formation the whole game. The same exact one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Who is Matt Ryan over here dotting me?
He's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. On first down, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback.
Got that sack.
Free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve.
That nigga said, I'ma sign him because I know him.
The ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is?
Under pressure, and he will go down.
Sign him. Why you gonna sign that nigga? Cause I know him.
Davis forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Nigga, I know what you're talking about.
Pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. On the left side, a catch by White. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down.
I don't think they heard you, bro.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles.
Yeah.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be...
It's a foot race. The 30, 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big play there for Miami. 69 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal at the 1. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He's going to keep it again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the Falcons' 5-yard line.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Forced out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give it 19.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
It do give you money. Nah, but they give you money though.
At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he's got it up and through. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again, and he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself,
Yo, that nigga Reddick is something
they
different.
weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself.
Hassan Reddick.
On second down, they'll run with White.
I got him.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
What?
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that.
That nigga.
What I like about the message is that there's
That
no
nigga is like 90 speed.
Let's run the football. Let's get things set.
That linebacker, nigga. And he only 25. 25 or 26.
And now Matthews couldn't really tell what happened there defensively, but he's still down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end. Maybe
He's not available.
Because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing.
He's not available.
Their speed and their route running savvy.
Yeah, it's 2 of them in here. I ain't gonna lie, it's 2 of them in here.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Turnover takes place there. Now your defense.
And I lost 2 first rounders.
Instead, they get a little breathing room.
I don't give a fuck.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things
Fuck
going
wrong with y'all,
their way.
nigga?
14-0 lead and the football. First and
Nigga,
10.
fuck you.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker.
Oh, yeah, hold up. Yeah. Yeah. No, nigga, you know what it is. And all them old niggas is done.
Before he's taken down.
Devontae Parker. That's the fucked up part about it, man. I want Devontae Parker ass off my...
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Yeah, that was a bullshit. I'm glad they cut that shit. Oh, fuck niggas like you.
Past the 40 already and another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now
Is that right?
money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent.
He told Soldier that shit because he didn't want to be the one to lose the Soldier.
First-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
This gonna be so good with this 94 arm strength.
At the 30-yard line. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stokes. And that's going to be good for another first down.
You know how hard it's going to be for that nigga to get? Yeah, I don't know what that nigga talking about.
This offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson rolling to his right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. A ham sandwich?
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants?
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest
damn.
ball gets tipped in the air.
Got the Eagles shirt on. Talking about hamburger.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up.
I got an Eagles shirt on.
So stop from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
The second down play, not much
Already?
First, just a gain of 1 there. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this
No defense being played, huh?
once more? Looking to run one back, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
Glad to go release somebody.
To hand that football off, I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option.
Oh, so that means
The quarterback's not going to keep the ball.
you need
the
270,000.
NFL the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it,
Hey, yo, listen.
it surprises the heck out of a defense.
I got some shit for you over here, Rick.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
You ain't got to trade. I release them for you, man. That's what type of nigga I am, man. You know what I'm saying? I release
The
them.
Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. And
Nah.
out here are an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Well, I wasn't going to give Rick thieving ass shit neither. I hope his quarterback get hurt week 1.
You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive, you're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. But you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
Mommy, I hope. Mommy, I hope that nigga. Hope that nigga get hurt.
Flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside.
No, I don't. I don't run with a quarterback anyways.
Where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little
Thank you, Mark.
and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The Dolphins get
Hey, thank you, Mark.
bring him down. Christian Wilkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
You was trying to get him too, Mark.
For that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long...
Listen, I knew what he was talking about too. I knew he was being sarcastic, yo, dirty bitch, because that nigga Lamar, that nigga Deshaun Watson was throwing dots on that nigga. That nigga ain't know what to do.
High percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I hate playing against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers stayed dotting me.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be...
And not Deshaun Watson?
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already
Is that what he do, Mark?
more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated.
He said, hey, yeah, what he say? He said, so. He said, so he grabbed you like this or like this? That nigga said, man, get the hell off me. Where your shirt at? That nigga was pissed, nigga. He like, where the fuck your shirt at, nigga?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll take this into the end zone.
Oh my God, I got a quarterback. I got a fucking quarterback.
And the Dolphins are able to extend.
Wait a minute, what are you texting this phone for? You doing that backdoor shit?
And not worrying about what the other players
Doing
are
that
doing,
backdoor
what their
training?
scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half.
He definitely looked at it and said, damn.
Touchdown ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard
A
line.
look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of
How the hell
position,
you
or he
can't
runs
tell
through
me in
tackles.
ING?
Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go with White on the counter. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh no, that nigga Reddick a monster.
And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Oh, cool.
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Sign who?
And he's going to have the Falcons first.
I signed him.
So able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh.
Way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
They definitely do, because them two niggas, them defensive ends and linebackers that running that 4-4 and 4-3-6. Nigga, them niggas is wide receivers, nigga playing defense.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they got it inside the
And the
6-5.
6'5".
This duo locked in.
That nigga look like a goddamn freight train.
And a first
For the
down.
mother, nigga. Nigga's a fucking freight train coming down, nigga.
A few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
We don't know what the stuff. And yo, it's crazy because my Bengals squad, I had the line dead right. Yo, I was building them niggas. The next thing I was getting was a quarterback. Nigga said, we start, man, that nigga arm is toilet tissue.
You have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield.
Yo, if your speed ain't 92 or better, you ain't got no zip on that ball, bro. You gotta think, everybody we playing quarterback got 99 speed, and 99 throwing power, and X factors could make the wide receivers do all shit, make them break dance, all types of shit.
And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25.
Yeah, pop lock right now. All right, boom.
John Watson and his offense heading back out
Nah, us, we try that shit offsides. What? Fuck you mean offsides? He hit the same button I just hit. Cheat dance game.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
You know that nigga don't want to hear shit about money. He be alright though, nigga. This nigga cheating. Yeah. Yeah, you can't do that. They gonna make him sign one. Nah, but all you do is release your kicker and your punter, and then you release all that money, and then let the computer sign the player for you.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Nah, they gonna fuck around and pick the. They gonna fuck around and pick that nigga back up. They gonna fuck around and pick the nigga back up. Wait a minute. Out of free agency, yup.
Give him 25 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So they say no to the penalty. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Watson, off play action. That's complete to John Ross. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross, 67 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
For Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating for the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Powers through. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now before the play clock runs out, Brian Flores going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
From his goal line here, Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A long ways to go here on
I was over
second
here
down.
sleep like a motherfucker.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Complete.
A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Ryan. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
The 9-yard line.
Throwing again, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the 3rd quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to take
hike the
over
ball.
right there at
Shit
the
doesn't even hike. It makes me throw a kick.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 10.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle.
Ryan's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Jones. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a toss right side with White. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A slant to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is Jakeem Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So now here come the Dolphins. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Delay of game, offense.
So that one will be accepted. On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative.
I was just beating these niggas 35-3. It's 35-24.
Make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark.
Throw him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Well, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball.
Right,
all right? I want them to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers.
Oh, what the fuck?
Maybe the turning point they need.
Yeah, they making me throw picks. I think I just threw like 4 picks.
Picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do it?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Point conversion.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land.
Flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Miami set to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for this with Mack. The ball is free, but this will fortunately
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you
Nigga, I was over here asleep, nigga. I was 35 to 3. It's 35 to 30.
But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
1st down.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.